Do you want to know the secret to getting crunchy skin on smoked chicken? Keep watching. I grabbed this 1.9 kilogram chicken from Mick out at Gippsland Premium Meats. First up, we need to prep the bird to cook it quicker. Using some kitchen shears, we are going to spatchcock the bird, cutting up one side of the bird's spine, then on the other side until the backbone comes away. This is a great piece of chicken for making your own stocks, if you like. Next up, we need to split the bird in two. By cutting through the breastbone, we can separate the bird into two halves. Now just place both halves on a wire rack that is sitting on a tray. Smoking poultry tends to leave a rubbery skin, but not on my watch. Into a rub shaker, you'll want to add 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 4 teaspoons of lemon pepper, 2 teaspoons of dried ground rosemary, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Make sure it's aluminium-free, mix this up, and we are ready to season some chicken. Did you know aluminium-free baking powder is going to change the pH levels in the chicken skin? This is going to give us crispy skin. Now that we have our seasoning made up, we can dry brine our bird. Start by adding salt flakes to the underside of the bird. This would be a great time to just season the drumstick and the wing, then flip the halves over and sprinkle the rest of the chicken skin with the seasoning, making sure to get it all evenly covered, as this step will also help us getting dry, crunchy skin. Once fully covered, the chicken can go into the fridge overnight to help dry out the skin. Today's cook requires a high heat. That's why I'm opting for a 57cm Weber Kettle, and I'm pairing it up with a kettle cone, which I'm going to 3/4 fill with Heat Beads original briquettes. Place the lid back on, opening all the vents, and we're going to give that grill 10 minutes to warm up. Chicken is a very forgiving type of meat, so if you make a mistake, apologise and it will most likely forgive you. Did you know once a grill is warm, it ceases to be cold? When metal expands, it heats up. This opens up the pores of the metal, and by spraying oil on it, this fills those holes and makes a non-stick cooking surface. Once lubed up, you can place the chicken on the grill. I'm positioning the dark meat together as I'll place the lid vent directly over them, as dark meat can actually handle more heat. Add a chunk of cherry wood and place the lid back on. This chook is going to take at least 1 hour to cook. You know what that means, it's a to-be cooked then. Cheers. The breast meat, or the white meat in chicken, needs to be reading 74 degrees Celsius internally before it's considered no-death chicken. Did you know the Weber lid vent creates a hot spot? So by placing the lid vent over our food, we are now drawing all the heat and smoke over our chicken. How do you know when chicken is ready? By using one of these, an instant read thermometer. Chicken needs to be reading 74 degrees Celsius before you can eat it. If you take it off the heat at 71 degrees, it'll still keep climbing to 74 degrees. It's called carryover cooking. Allow the chicken halves to rest for 8.5 minutes. Proteins need resting after cooking, so allow 1 minute per every 100 grams. Crispy skin was the target, and we achieved this by easily dry brining, allowing the skin to dry out, and using baking powder and slicing into the meat to reveal just how moist it is. Smut!